Hey everybody, it's me, your girl Shallow B. Hey, hey, and I'm back with another video.
Good try.
It was worth it. Anyways, yes, I'm back with another video with my father, and today we're going to do a little more talking, you know. So please enjoy this video. Watch all like I want to see the reaction. I want to hear everything I'm about to say. Let's see if this is going to get all deep in this thing. Anyways, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share. Please to share. And we're here for all the fun and exploration. Let's get into this video. Okay, so basically with this video now, you like to win. Like you watch like a movie or so you see the girl come, hello, hi daddy, this is my boyfriend. It's hello sir. And some man shake the boy and some man just, and then afterwards when the girl come out of the room, you see like the man say, what do you want to move with doctor? You know? So we want to see if it's actually true. That's what men actually do. Or men just say, well, I hope you're treating her well. Make sure you're not going to hurt her. Whatever. Let's see what men do. Or fathers do.
Or what we think.
Or what the fathers think when the daughter brings home boyfriend, guy friend, whatever it may be. Let's get into it. Okay, daddy, so what do you think?
About what?
We just that. How about do like that? You ask that what?
You introducing me to a boyfriend? When?
Say I introduce it to the boyfriend, or I tell you say I have a boyfriend.
When? No? Or when you're 24, 25?
2 years from now. 2 years from now, I'm 18. Yeah, 2 years from now.
2 years from now, you're 18 years old.
Yeah.
And you introduce a boy to me. What would I say?
Yeah. Either with the two of us there, or just one of me left in the
you
room.
introduced me to somebody. My first response is evaluation of that person.
You always look for them for real. You always look at them and see how them behave.
Yeah.
He actually does that for real.
I want to see how he conduct himself. Although I know a lot of that can be a sham, but I'm looking for when him start to relax or feel like he can relax a bit the way him do. I don't know if my butu or if he come from a good table.
Behave like him a gangster.
No, he wouldn't have brought a gangster to me.
Okay.
You know that already. I wouldn't want you necessarily to speak to a guy who is all up in anything. To be honest, you need to speak to somebody who is balanced.
Talk about street and books.
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody who is balanced. Because right now, you need that. You need to be balanced.
I'm street and book smart.
Yeah, I know. But you can get even better.
That's true.
Right? So that's what you need to look for. So I will be evaluating that person. More on if we can have a communication, if we can talk, if we can articulate in them head, if we can reason. If we can't reason, I'm not going to talk to you.
Say about the business like the truck and so you want.
Yeah, what is your perspective in life? Where you want to go? How you plan to achieve that? More know that. You understand what I'm saying to you? More to know how what's his family like?
Yes, family is a big part of it.
More know what his mother is like. More know what his father is like.
What if him not a father?
You always have a role model or a father figure in his life. I don't necessarily need to know where he live, because where somebody lives don't determine any of those things. You understand me? Because you have idiots who live uptown and you have idiots who live downtown. And you have these people who live downtown and these people who live uptown. So that's neither here nor there. The next thing, well, before I even discuss him, We have to discuss you. Are you really thinking that in yourself that you're ready? And where are your perspectives? Do you think that you are at a place where you feel like you can handle yourself? Because a woman in a relationship should not be dependent on a man.
You have to be independent first and to love yourself first before you can love somebody.
Exactly, and not just that. You need to be in a state of mind where you can help that person. Because a partnership is not...
Just a one-man thing.
Most women nowadays believe because they have a vagina and the man needs the vagina, that he's going to give me all of what I need. All I have to do is give him the vagina. That's
Remember they still video with children watch it as well.
That's why I said vagina.
Okay.
I didn't say anything else.
Yeah,
I really wanted to say other things. But you're more than that.
True.
You are a partner. So you're supposed to can hold your own to the point where if he's going through difficulty, you are able to help him through that. But if you are not a mental fortitude, emotional fortitude that you can do that, why are you going to do that? Because when he needs help, you can't do it. You're not going to force him to talk to another woman to give him the help that he needs.
And that brings me to my next one. What if one day I call and say, Daddy, me and whomever it is have a little problem, a little argument, and you look like we maybe break up and we don't know it.
Alright, the first thing I would like to say on that is I want to know what the situation is.
Okay.
Because sometimes breakups are not necessarily necessary. But one of the things I've found out, even in my own relationship, is the large percentage of the problem is communication. People don't talk. Them talk when them feel like them think you need to hear, but them not talk.
When it gets serious, like...
So don't wait until a situation occurs then no one talk. Talk about everything long before anything.
Get it all out.
Yeah.
So that you can think about it.
Maybe, alright. So we were together. And you love Ladies Speed Stick, roll on. And I go downtown and I buy Avon. And I come back and I give you the roll on. Don't let me go away
thinking that
you love that. Baby, I really appreciate this. Thank you, honey. But you know some of this me use?
True. Because next time I go buy it again and
oh
you
my
get
God,
fixed.
man. And then now you're going to say, you'll be surprised to know all the different things then start adding up. And then now me not see it. Not you get vexed. Me not see how I use it. And then me start feeling away like I say, you know, appreciate what me do. That time really, and then no, me like an idiot now. Don't come talk to us, baby, why you not using the Avon?
Me get vexed.
And what happens is that every little thing, alright, I heard this statement recently and I'm going to use it. Every act of kindness or goodness stimulates another one. But every act of foolishness stimulates another one. Yeah? So you don't talk, and then because you don't talk to me, we are starting the breakdown already, you know. I don't talk to you, and it don't talk, and then all of a sudden it becomes one big thing and there is an explosion.
Yeah.
And when that explosion go off, sometimes people say now things that they regret later on because it has made damaging effects. Meanwhile, if just at the beginning, baby, you know, say, Maria, I appreciate this now, and this Maria, so what I'm going to do, honey, don't feel no way, I'm going to give this to so and so.
Yeah.
And then me, oh, thank you, baby, me never know. Let's start try. Yeah, baby, I love you. No. Kiss up her. It's done. Next time I feel like I want to buy something, I go look for
specific, yeah.
But if I don't know, I'm going to go do that thing. So you see how simple that was? A simple thing like a roll-on. You have to communicate. And
also, sometimes because of that, it can let the two start separating.
Exactly.
So they don't talk at all because of the roll-on.
Exactly.
And then when that now, you feel like, oh, she not like me or him not like me, I go find somebody who me
and then
like.
guess what? Guess what? During that time of the me not at you, not at me, there are other people that are in your presence that likes you and is giving you the attention.
And then you go.
You are distracted.
Yes.
But this where it starts from?
Alicorola.
So if you don't have the mental fortitude to communicate with your partner, you're not ready for a relationship. Alright. If you are, alright, the church world, they call it unequally yoked. Right? I don't believe it's just a spiritual thing. I think it is also a life thing. For example, if you are trying to achieve things in life and I am not in the same position,
we're not meant to be.
We're not compatible. Let me explain why. You are trying to achieve certain things and you say to yourself, Shiloh, so in order to attain my goals, I need to eat tin mackerel and rice for 3 months. You are comfortable because you have now conceptualized the whole thing and you have come to an understanding and you can say, alright, good. Me now who not understand it because me no want to I'm good where I'm at. Me not reach somewhere. Alright, I have one job where I give me money, I'm comfortable. Me not try to reach something. Me no want that. Me want chicken, me want
burger.
Yeah, me want this. So me come to you now, babes. I could do that now. You're gonna say no. You don't want to carry me out. You don't want to do nothing. You
never want to do what we want.
Yeah. Why? Because on 2 different wavelengths. But if both of you have goals, no, not necessarily thinking the same thing, but have goal oriented. So you have. I understand the sacrifices that you have to make.
Because I make sacrifices too.
There you go. There you go. So these are some of the things. Never you talk to a woman, I don't anymore. Never you talk to a woman or a man because them look good. Because one accident, done. Next thing is, the other thing where I said don't do because them good look good. If you close your eyes, go to half a tree and close your eyes and open it up. I see 20 sexy girls half a tree. If I close my eyes again and open it back, I see 40 different ones and the other 20 I saw. So if it's a pretty woman that look forget, I'm in trouble.
Too much headache.
Alright, so stop looking for sexy, pretty girls. Stop looking for a woman where I say, well, she can help me. Because really and truly, you need to help yourself.
True.
You understand me? Yeah. So what you need to look for is somebody who is compatible with you. But first of all, look to strengthen you. Make you the best you that you can be an asset to somebody else. And that person must have the same thinking like you. Can you imagine an explosion of 2 persons with the same vision going after something? That's mind-boggling.
I like boggling. You gotta tell them the definition.
No, that's your homework. So
want to ping them while we watch it?
That's their homework too.
Boggling.
Anyway. So that's what I'm saying to you. So I have to make sure, and you have to make sure as my daughter. So before you start talking to somebody, you have that mental state of mind. You understand what I'm saying? Because watch it. Suppose something should happen and the person steps away. You need to be able to can hold your own by yourself, and you can do it. You don't need a man to survive. I don't need a woman to survive. You don't need that. You have so much more that you can do with your life. So if you don't have that level of understanding, then you're going to be dependent. And if you're dependent on a man, you will be abused. If I am dependent on a woman, I'll be abused.
Because you're going to say, you're going to be used, basically.
Exactly. Because she's going to see the weakness and push her agenda on you. So, there you go. So, if I see this guy come in, I want to know where is his vision, where he plans to go. And I don't want him buck shuffle and all these foolishness, because that means he don't really have nothing to try to find out something now. He needs to know a straight path. He might not. I don't have a problem with somebody having a dream.
A dream can end up in reality.
Yes. But I need to see workability. How you plan to do it? Let me see what you have achieved already. We'll discuss how you go about the different things. Are you really to, that's why I try my best to expose you to as much things as possible, so that you can know your strengths and weaknesses and that you can get better. That's why I think children should be forced into environments to pressure them.
Okay.
Yeah. Because when they get pushed into it and start to shake away, you can say to them, you see, that's a weakness right there. That's why you're having a problem. Alright, try this approach and see if it gets better. So then say, oh, me get better, daddy. Okay. Oh. So them learn something. That right there is priceless. Because that application that they have learned through that suffering can be transferred into all areas of life. You understand me? So that's what I want. If when I talk to the guy, I realize, hey, the guy mentally ready, emotionally ready, then I will say, you can talk to my daughter, but no sex until the time when you're serious. Because I know you're going to get a boyfriend, you're going to get a husband, you're going to have sex. I know all of these things. You get me saying? But it has to go through that procedure. When it done, then we can say, all right, good, go on. If something should happen and everything fail, I know my daughter is strong enough to hold her own and come through because of what I've encouraged her to do. So right there, so I'm not worry about nothing, because at the end of the day, she's going to be strong enough to handle herself. You understand what I'm saying to you? But if she don't have that, I have to go pick up back the thing.
Alright, the last point now is, let's say one of us sleep up. Or one of us sleep up. And you know what I mean by sleep up.
Get pregnant?
No.
Oh.
Him can get pregnant?
No, I'm just thinking that's the worst case scenario for me on the side.
We don't even reach this so.
Alright, go
Let's even think
okay.
about that.
I said, okay, go.
One of us sleep up. And you know what I mean by sleep up. Like cheat or
cheat?
yeah. One of us sleep up.
Okay.
Say I call you and say, Daddy, either me slip up, him slip up, what should we do? Should we break up? Should we try to fix it? Or
alright.
Yeah, those are the only two scenarios I know.
No, there's more. Okay. If somebody slip up, the first thing I believe is necessary is for the other person who believes that they did not slip up to ask themselves, why did this happen?
Could it be, say, something from a long time ago caused it? And you are supposed to thought, not me.
So what you see where I'm going? Because the truth of the matter is there could be a breakdown of the communication from way back. Sometimes people look on problems, yes sir, I think this is the problem.
Yeah.
In most cases not the situation. That problem starts from way down there. So. You get me saying? So the person who think that they didn't slip up need to evaluate themselves and say, did I do everything right?
Yeah.
And to thine own self be true. Don't gloss over anything and just say, I could never that. No. And if you feel say you could be guilty of certain things, say, baby, talk to me. When we go around. And if he's also at the mental fortitude, he will talk to you. Hopefully, honestly. Don't necessarily start to blame. Why did this now? Alright. So you reach a point now where the both of them come to understand and say, oh, this is the error breakdown, baby, I'm sorry. You sorry, him sorry, work out. Now, if it's a thing where it's a regular thing,
then
no. But if it's a thing where
it was a one time.
Yeah, because you don't give me the attention, I don't give you the attention, and it's take over a period of time. You everybody wants attention. Let's not go on like it's not true. Everybody wants attention. So somebody else come and gives you the attention, you feel drawn to that person. And in an act of weakness at whatever time, you might have been holding out for 10 years, but one time out of the 10 years, you get weak. Because you're mostly vulnerable at that time.
Because of something, yeah.
Yeah. So should I therefore dash with somebody because they get caught there? So that would be unfair.
And then suppose they can be willing to come to you and say, oh, I slip up and work it out.
Yeah.
That I have to find out from somebody.
Alright, now that also is because of communication problem. Because if I don't feel comfortable to talk to you about everything and anything,
and that mashed up the relationship.
then I not gonna want to tell you.
For real.
Alright, a lot of men would love to tell, a lot of women too, would love to tell them partners, boy, I messed up, you know. But they can't see them partner responding in a way otherwise than how they normally would.
Yeah,
yeah. Then now sit down and say, baby, talk to me and listen. No, that's the next part of it. Yes, communication is also about listening.
Communication is a key.
Yeah. But enough people just say communication is the key. But it's not really just communication, as in talking.
You have to be able to listen and understand.
And listen objectively. Alright. I'll leave you with this point. Alright? Anytime your emotions get involved, your brain lock off.
True. That's true.
So if you realize you're getting angry, tell the person stop.
Calm down.
And say, let's talk about it next time because I'm getting angry.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting angry, I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to respond. So let's stop. Cool down and probably next week or so.
We'll get back at it.
Let's talk again. And that's what I do. I get better at it now because I can able to control myself to the point now where even when I feel like I'm getting like something to raise up in me, I can say, Kurt, listen. If somebody come tells me in decent language, I don't cuss them out and run them. I listen to what they're saying because they could be saying, a man with a gun is around the corner.
True.
You get what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
So you don't dash with the baby and the bath pan and the water. You want the water, don't forget dash way. Yeah? So you listen. Bounce away.
Everything that's negative to get to the point.
Yeah, and you have the ability to do so.
True.
You have the ability to do so. Then you listen to what the person is saying and say, oh, that's what the person is saying. Okay, I get you now.
Act now.
And then you act. You understand what I'm saying to you? So that's the approach, but that is also maturity. And the next point I want to leave you with. Maturity, in my opinion, is going through stuff or hearing about different people's experience
and
learning from it. You have many people who have had 20 years of experience, and you have people who have 21 years of experience. 21-year experience, sorry. You have people who have 20 years of experience.
And people get all the information in 1 year.
No.
And that?
No. Good.
Alright.
You have people who have 20 years of experience. In other words, they have lived 20 years of experience and they have learned different things over the last 20 years. But you have people who have 21-year experience. What they have learned in the first year, they don't learn nothing else. And they only have that same experience every year. They
carry them through.
For 20 years. And that is not good. It's like somebody who go to a place for work and they get 20 years experience and they know the whole business. And if the boss not there, the boss can say, oh, ask Shiloh. And then there's somebody who did it for 40 years. They don't even know who them boss is.
True.
Because they just have a 1 year experience and they know business about nothing. So when them next year, they only try to work with them know already. They not try to evolve and get better in everything. So they only have 20 or 40 or 60 1 year experience. I don't know if you get that, guys. But the 1 year is not 61, no. It's 60 of 1 year experience.
Yeah.
And that is
so
bad.
Like you have 60 years working in a business and it's the one time you ever meet the boss.
Yeah, or the first year where you go and learn.
That's the time you meet the boss and you never see the boss ever again. So you're not going to remember. You're not going to experience nothing. You're not going to learn nothing.
You're not learning about the company.
Yeah.
So when you went there, you learn, say, the toilet is over there.
That is there. Yeah.
And that's all they know. You have never, over the next 19 years you're there, you have never tried to learn anything new. Even about your own station that you work. You don't try to learn something about somewhere else. That you can be an asset to the company even more, or even to yourself, because that mentality is going to translate into other places in your life. You don't do nothing else. So you only have that 1 year experience, and you're just reproducing that one year experience all the time, you are not getting better. You are stagnant.
So people, I know this is rather long, but I think this is really informative. Because you have to know. You have to get different perspective. You can't only have your own perspective on things, right? You have to learn from people who did it for 40 odd years. Words from the wise and the elderly. Yes? Alright, so he said in the last video that he wanted to give his own motivation. So come, give motivation, sir.
My motivation for Shiloh is be the best that you can be for nobody else than for you. And whatever time in life you choose to find somebody else or other people coming in contact with you, you will be an asset to that relationship. It's not necessarily a man and woman relationship as in husband and wife, but any relationship, you will be an asset. You are not dependent on nobody. You are independent. And you can be an asset to somebody. And that's it. You too must be an asset to somebody. Not necessarily. You don't need to be somebody with a sucker.
So because you can help other people.
You must be in a position. And if you're not there yet, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. What it means is that you need to dig to find out who really you are. How you do that is challenge yourself to get better. Whatever the situation is, don't run away from it. Just challenge yourself.
Alright, people, thank you for watching this video. Bye!